Hello everyone, welcome to Izanami Art. Today I'm going to show you how to paint an apple with watercolors. As you can see, I already made a really simple sketch of an apple. I also prepared some necessary supplies for my painting. I have a jar of water, my favorite watercolor brush size 8, and a second one for small details. I also have kitchen towel sheet, which is an absolute must-have when you are work with watercolors. If you accidentally take too much paint or water, you can easily wipe your brush into this towel without stopping the process of painting. Of course, I have also my watercolor palette with 24 colors. I'm using Holbein. I'm painting my apple based on the photo which you can see in the left corner of the video. But before we start, I want you to look closer at that photo. Every time I begin with finding the brightest and the darkest parts of the photo, which is quite important in the whole process of painting. On this part of an apple, you can see the light, and also here. At the top, next to the stem, we have the darkest color. So now we can start. I'm erasing my sketch a little because I do not need such a sharp drawing. I do not want to see pencil lines on my watercolor painting. I'm using my favorite kneaded eraser from Faber-Castell. Now I'm adding first subtle layer or vermilion hue. At this point, I just want to mark the area which I'm going to paint. At the top and on the left side, the apple is more yellow and orange, so I'm using permanent yellow dip to mark it. I'm leaving white spaces for the brightest parts of a picture. This is what I was talking about a few minutes ago. The light is falling on the left side of the apple, making it almost white. It is really rare to use white paint in the watercolor, so I simply leave this space unpainted to have an effect of a falling light. I'm also marking the darkest place on my painting. For this, I'm using permanent yellow dip mixed with yellow ochre and yellow gray. Now, I'm adding more paint. The right side of the apple is more orange. Here I'm using vermilion hue with permanent yellow dip. Again, I'm adding next layer with more intense colors. This time, I mixed vermilion hue with rose madder. At the top, I'm using a little bit of yellow. From there, I'm going back to the right side, adding more yellow and orange colors, focusing not to overpaint the brightest part of my painting. For the area around the stem, I use a mix of green, yellow, and some brown colors. At this point, I'm adding some permanent yellow dip and yellow gray. I'm also putting more yellow at the top. Now, I'm starting to paint the stem with burnt sienna and burnt umber. At this point, I just want to mark and shape it a little. I will add more paint later. I'm adding more burnt sienna and some green colors. At the photo, you can see that the stem is slightly green at the bottom and at the top. Now I'm putting another layer to mark the area around the stem with more intense green colors and painting the shadow of the stem. Next, I'm adding just a little bit of orange on the top of the apple. Again, I'm putting next layer of mixed reds to make colors more intense. As you can see, I'm avoiding areas where there is a light on an apple. I'm going back with the green parts with a detail brush. And I'm also adding more color to the stem. I want my apple to look more realistic, so as you can see, I'm adding next layer of red colors. My apple starts looking good, so probably this will be my final strokes. That's it. The apple painting is finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please tell me in the comments below what would you like to see next. You can also visit my Instagram and Facebook to help me grow. I also have Etsy shop and Ko-fi. You can find all the links in the description. Thank you for watching.